Looks like we've got a tui up there. Really nice park here. This is just beside the Warkworth township. And there's the harbour over there. Oh, it's a river that runs out to the ocean. The tide is out at the moment. Some boats parked there. Yeah, it's really nice, the environment here in New Zealand. I mean, compared to a lot of other countries where the environment is more shitty, more polluted, New Zealand is really nice. And also compared to the climate in other countries, where in the summertime it could be very, very hot, and in the wintertime it could be very, very cold, or too humid or too dry, etc., etc. But you know, New Zealand here is really just perfect. You know, you can pretty much wear the same set of clothes all year round, with the exception of carrying a jacket around maybe if you get cold during the winter. But other than that, you know, this right here is a really, really awesome country, New Zealand. Okay, so it's really strange how we've got so many people here telling themselves they have anxiety, they're depressed, and yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? Suppose this is kind of a global issue at the moment. Just people lose meaning in life, or they dwell on something that's happened in the past, or pretty much they just use the excuse, oh, I have anxiety, and then that's enough for the doctors to, you know, diagnose you with anxiety or some other weird thing, and then there you go, you've got your meds, and you're pretty much set for life. Okay, you're pretty much set for life. You'll get you know, social security, yeah, the dole. You'll get, but your life will be really shit. And a lot of people's lives are really shit because they go down that road. And that's really unfortunate, because as I say, like, look around New Zealand, it's such a nice country, you know. In contrast, you go over to somewhere like Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, you know, and you look how happy people are. Look how difficult the weather is. Look how potentially dangerous things are, and then look how happy people are over there. I just got a feeling that there's not as many people around telling themselves, oh, I've got anxiety, oh, I'm gonna go to the doctor, get, you know. So it's really unfortunate, you know. It's not an attack on anyone, but I think anyone here in New Zealand that looks around and is honest about how the way things are, they're not, you know, you can't sweep this one under the rug. It's just blatantly obvious. So this is just me complaining about the shitty vibes in New Zealand, you know. It's also a contributing factor to the shitty dating scene, very shitty dating scene. You know, it's like, I feel like New Zealand didn't used to be like this, you know. I guess at the end of the day, the vibes depend on you, you know. Like, a challenge that I take upon myself, I can't let other people's shitty vibes get to me. I'm just gonna have to raise my vibrations and change my waves, frequency and energy in such a way that I'm as attractive a man, and even though the money and the status, well, the money, I suppose it's going to take some time. The status is really just the vibes that you give off. It's not about being the chief sergeant of the police academy, or the assistant manager, or the supervisor, or the CEO of whatever. It's the vibes you give off. It's the, I don't want to say the respect you command, the authority you command. Yeah, that's a side effect, but it's not like you command respect or authority. It's that you actually build up your vibration, and then that is just self-evident. So you don't need to ask for respect. You don't need to ask for respect. People just automatically respect people who have a positive, solutions-based mindset. And then success, that people of course respect others who success comes to, so yeah, shitty dating scene here. It's important in any case for a guy like me to keep at it, to keep at it wherever, if there's the opposite sex to talk to, if there's females to talk to around that seem interesting, I should definitely talk. Just like if there was men that seem interesting, although I'm not attracted to men in that way, but I mean, yeah, definitely you should keep the blade sharp, so to speak. You shouldn't let your social skills go. If you don't, if you, what do they say? If you use it or lose it, develop it or then it's just going to be very difficult to, when you do see that person who you would very much like to talk to, or you feel that there may be some connection there, then it might be alright. But if you haven't spoken to if you haven't socialized or been at it for a while, then you could potentially come across as weird to them. So yeah, but it keeps happening, every time not every time, it's not it, but it's just quite often, you go talk to some girls, and very soon the subject of, oh well, what do you do, as in, like, yeah, how much money do you make? And it's like a lot of chicks here, at the moment they're just thinking, because they know the economy is, well, it depends on you. It's like your economy, but they got it in them that, oh, the economy's bad, so I can only afford to hang out with guys that are who have earning the cash, so as a potential boyfriend, so that I have more, like, this is how a lot of New Zealand girls think, unfortunately. Or this is just, I wouldn't say it's New Zealand, it's when women are put in an environment where the opportunities go down, then they start to think like, yeah, I suppose it's not their fault, it's just how they're wired, but it is just that money is not the ultimate currency. It's the life force energy. It's how mentally resilient someone is. So I guess that is the thing that I need to develop more of. I need to develop more mental resilience. I've got to develop my mind power, and I really need to power up my energy levels to a very, very much higher degree than they are now, such that when I speak, through my voice, through my waves, frequency and energy, it just comes off, whoa, okay, this guy's got some serious power. Okay, I'm not sure if he's got a job or how much he earns, what, that doesn't matter. This guy's powerful, you know. He could, you know, make money like that anyway because of his you know, because of the immense potential that he has and the immense kinetic energy that he has, you know. That's what it's got to be, you know. People want to hang out with people like that, you know. So that's what I got to be, you know. I don't have the, you know, yeah, it's because of who I am that this is the route that I've gone down. So, but at the moment, it's that I'm looking at every single way that I can just incrementally power up, incrementally level up without having to plug into the matrix. It's, you know, there's fast ways of leveling up as a man, but they're usually plugging into the matrix. Like, yeah, there's entrepreneuring, but if you want to be a true entrepreneur, then it's like you've got to build it up from your own baseline fundamental. If you just go with network marketing or, you know, this coach, that coach, they're going to bring you into their thing, and nah. If I can build it up from my own baseline fundamental such that when I just make one video like this, then my waves, frequency and energy, the mind power is there as self-evident, and then it just gets, you know, 10 million views just like that, and then it just branches out into other possibilities from there. So that's how it has to be. That's how I'm training my mind power, you know. And it's difficult at the moment because I'm in a situation where I'm around people who are very, the vibes are very low, you know. They don't get it. They don't want to talk about success. They just want to talk about their yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad. So, but yeah, what can I do? I can only focus on myself. Yeah, I guess this is it.